Hearts on fire, burning with this sad desire. And
the Untergang is jetzt. The Untergang is here. My life is sadness. My life is madness.
Amazing. They love the disco, they love Soviet space dogs, and they are ready to compete at Norway's Melodi Grand Prix next weekend. You guys, we are so happy to be joined by Lisa, the featuring artist on Laika, and Tone from the Hungry Hearts.
hello.
Would you guys mind introducing yourselves?
Well, I'm Tonje. I'm the leader of the Hungry Hearts. And she's also the one who wrote the song. And she's also doing the vocal part in the beginning. My name is Lisa Dillan, and I'm the vocalist in the second part, kind of featuring artist, yes.
Great. And our readers absolutely love your song.
She could have been my love. She could have been my life.
The streets of Moscow with my girlfriend. The streets of Moscow with my girlfriend.
A lot of people have pointed out that Laika is the space dog that the Soviets sent up who sadly died. How did that story, I guess, inspire you or affect you?
Well, it has been Laika. When I heard about Laika when I was a little kid, I was really disturbed by the way she was like left in space. So now that I'm a grown-up person, I figure out I can make a song about Laika, so the echo will continue forever.
Okay. And the song seems to talk about a same-sex relationship. Could you tell us what the story of the song is?
Well, it is about Laika. She had like a good life in the streets of Moscow with her girlfriend and with the disco music. And then they snatched her and sent her into the atmosphere, and she was like going around in orbit around the Earth. And there is no disco and no girlfriend out there, so she's quite angry, and her longings to her life on Earth. This is what the song is about.
Okay. And the opening lines, or early in the song, you talk about the streets of Moscow with my girlfriend, and a lot of people had said, ooh, this is political. Do you consider it political?
No, I consider it because I'm married to Edith, so I'm a lesbian. So when I talk about love in songs, it's natural for me to say she. So I think it was, if it had been like a man, a heterosexual man writing the song, and he had sing Streets of Moscow with my girlfriend, nobody would have noticed. But it's good to get that attention then.
I guess actually the question is more controversial than actually just singing about a love life. Yeah.
It's a good point. And Tone, you've worked with Lisa before. What about her voice did you feel was perfect for this song, and why did you want to work with her again?
Well, Lisa's voice is like magic, and it's like from outer space, and it's also perfect. It's like made for singing about emotions, longing, love, passion, all the important things in life.
Thank you. That was kind of nice. I love you too.
And Lisa, when they approached you with the idea for this song, or even the full song, what was your reaction?
I heard the song and I was immediately struck by both the kind of how the song was written. It is a very cool electropop song, and it also has a twist, like it's going from almost rap song in the beginning, and you have this kind of it kind of cuts off, and then you have this emotional attachment that comes along, which is more of the part that I'm singing later on in the song. So I very much like that you have this kind of cool and groovy stuff, and then you have this very warm, and that was one of the things kind of musically, but also I was quite struck by the text of Laika. I mean, I think for me Tonje's writing here is quite genius. It's really a way to put feelings and universal emotions that we all can attach to within a song that has an artistic twist. So it's very easy to connect to the story of Laika because it's so sad and it's so very much about being a space left alone. All these feelings that I guess all human beings are struck by somewhere in their life. So this was actually very strong. It hit me quite strong. So it was very easy to, yes, I would love to. And of course, I also know the Hungry Hearts from before. We have performed together and made stuff earlier. And these are good friends of mine, and I really like the Hungry Hearts, how they kind of make these very strange small twists, and they are quite smart and intelligent performance band. So both artistically and the song, how it was. I mean, Tonje is actually she's an artist from the fine arts, making pictures and videos. And it's interesting that a performing artist like that actually goes ahead and she writes the big hit for the kind of one of the songs of 10 that comes along in the Melodi Grand Prix festival. And that is also interesting, and I think that is why it's different, and I just very much like it.
And speaking of, performing, the Hungry Hearts are known for art, visual, I guess, installations, films. How are you going to, I guess, bring that experience to the stage at Melodi Grand Prix?
I think that's quite easy. We have a lot of very good people working together with us. So we will have a spectacular show. We can't say too much, but there will be disco.
And some other details.
Will there be a dog?
We can't. We are not allowed to say anything about that.
Oh, okay.
You have to live with some secrets,
Fair enough. Keep us wanting.
Yeah.
So I'll go back to the song then. The lyrics, there are a lot of pain, it seems, in the song. She could have been my love. She could have been my life. Are you singing or thinking about a personal experience from your past?
I think that these lyrics everybody can relate to. It's like you have sentences like, and then you left me there, out in the atmosphere. It's like when you're ditched. And it's like you feel left alone. So it's like, but I don't know if anybody ever left me. I can't remember.
I can't imagine anyone would leave you.
Can't imagine. But there's something to an interpretation like that. I do believe that most people have experienced something like that, and I don't think necessarily that the private experience of the singer is the most important. It's rather if we can make people connect to it themselves without knowing any of our history is not personally interesting, I believe. But I think the job for a singer is to make it available for other people so that you can actually connect to your personal life story. And I do believe that Tonje's text and music here has that quality, which also makes me possible to relate to stuff and kind of sing the song like that.
And at one point you speak in German saying der Untergang ist jetzt, der Untergang ist here, the downfall. What is the downfall? And why did you want to use German?
I mean, like the streets of Moscow. Moscow is very historical city. It's like, and it's a lot of culture. And in German also have a quite interesting story. And the Untergang is like when Laika is left up there, she feels it's the Untergang. It's the end because she had her love, she had her disco. No, she has nothing. She's just all alone, around and around, nothing there. Such a sad story.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm looking at my cat feeling so emotional right now.
Yeah.
And are you familiar with Verka Serduchka?
No.
Okay. Verka Serduchka was the Ukrainian drag queen at Eurovision 2007. And she mixed all sorts of language, including German. And a lot of people have compared your song, actually, to Verka because it's...
Is it the one in silver costume?
Yes.
The totally loco crazy one?
Exactly.
Yes, I love that.
And the vibe, they're totally different songs, but there's this party vibe where you're humorous with your sounds and yet you're serious at the same time. I guess musically, what were you going for?
It's always like the complex vibe. It's the sadness and it's the madness and it's the happiness and it's the twisted life we all live.
There is pain at the party. I'm with you. And at Eurovision, you can only have 6 people on stage, but the Hungry Hearts, I believe, have quite a few people. How would you choose who goes and who stays?
I mean, Lisa, she will stay because she has the voice of emotion. And we already thought about this. So it's like, it's just 2 of the Hungry Hearts has to stay home. And they have to vote and vote and vote and vote and vote.
You need somebody to vote.
Yes.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And some people, when they heard your song the first time, they may have said, oh, this is a joke entry, not because it's bad, but because it's fun in a way. Like another contestant has the calypso music, he's wild. They say that's a joke entry. What's your perception of this, joke entry?
I do believe that somehow I think the first impression could be that. And at the same time, I first also kind of thought that it had this kind of very humoristic twist and it was kind of crazy. But as I listened to the song, I think the humor kind of left me. And a lot of this warm or kind of longing distance relationship that she is looking for, this or missing, this is really what I'm struck by, and that sticks with me after that. And at the same time, I do believe that since it has this humoristic twist, because it also does, it talks in different layers. So you get a kind of intro to the song that is very open, and then you are kind of maybe after that struck by a very serious story. And I do believe it's an interesting mix that makes it more layers, and you can also have a little fun with it. I mean, we need to have fun with our love lives. We cannot always just cry and cry if we're sorry. We need to have some jokes, right? Yeah, it's very much irony in it. I love irony. Yeah.
And Norwegians seem to understand that. You're number 10. You were in the top 10 in iTunes already.
Yeah, it seems like. I guess Norway is ready for it. Yeah, seems very much like.
Were you surprised that you climbed so quickly?
Yes, very surprised because I never had a song on any list before. So it's like we were surprised to be part of ESC Norway, and also like the way people speak about the song, that they like it, and it's everything is like a bit surprising.
Yeah, you never know about these things. It could be completely far out, and it could also be very kind of people that embrace it. So it seems like the last thing happened, and it's just very, very amazing and touching, actually. Yeah.
And did the Hungry Hearts approach NRK, or did NRK come to you?
Well, actually, we sent 2 other songs, but then we have a manager, and he sent like this Laika because it was going to be our first single in our album called Dik Forever. And then they called us and say, stop Laika, we want Laika. So we say, okay. So.
And when will Dik Forever come out?
It will be after the Norwegian final. Yes.
And if people aren't familiar with your other music, is Laika similar in style and genre?
Yes.
I would say so.
Okay. So y'all need to download it when it comes out if you like Laika. And MGP is in many ways a mainstream contest, whereas the Hungry Hearts are like edgy and maybe a little bit outsider. Is that uncomfortable for you, or is it exciting for you?
Oh, that's very. I'm totally comfortable with being like an underdog or outsider or.
Underdog, that's a good word now, right?
And also that I think it can be refreshing for the Melodi Grand Prix to have something coming along from the side like us. So we will just prepare and give them quite a show, and then we'll see if we go to the Globen or
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people who decide that. So, and I guess also both the Hungry Hearts and me has been also kind of doing very artistically stuff that is more what you say experimental.
Definitely.
Definitely, yes. So this is also a new road trip, and it's really just exciting to have a look into that kind of very commercial music and society way of looking at this kind of. Yeah, it's kind of strange.
And there's a great variety in this year's competition in Norway. What do you make of the other songs?
I have one favorite. Yes, it's Laila Samuels.
Okay.
Yeah, Afterflow.
Mm.
I love it, and I love her voice and the way she has produced it and composed it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I also like that very much. I think there's a big variety in the styles. So I do believe that this year's competition will be very special because it will also not be only about writing a good song or having a cool artist there. It's really going to be about what kind of genre you like. So it's from kind of a calypso kind of party music, and you have Laila's song, which is very kind of pop contemporary sound. It's very up to date somehow, and you have Agnete's song, which is really what I would say a MGP typical song maybe, but also done in a very smart way, and it has a twisted with the tempo, which I like personally. That kind of twists makes the audience also have to look a little bit in a kind of direction, so you can't sleep yourself through those kind of songs. You have to stay awake somehow. Yeah.
And people online are making dog videos on Instagram. There's a lot of support coming your way. What's it been like for you to have that?
It's like you just get happy when people connect to the song, and they also make the effort to make like really cool or strange or videos. So it's like for us, it's like because in the visual art field, it's not so many people like visiting the galleries, but here in the commercial world, it's a lot of people, and the ESC fans, they are totally nuts and crazy, and they like something, they really like it. So it's like for us, it's just fantastic to have made something that they talk about, and they make things, their own things. So it's we could stay in this European Song Contest world forever, I think. well. At least me.
When did the idea to submit songs in the first place come up?
Oh, since I was 4.
Okay.
Yes,
This is really Tonje's
I'm
life.
very determined. And so I have tried many times, but I don't take no for a no. You have to try and try and try, and suddenly dreams come true.
Wow. So how many songs have you entered previously?
I really don't know. It's like
Wow.
so.
I think that is a nice thing with the story too, that Tonje's actually been doing this for quite a while. She's been sending songs to this contest and still going on with her very kind of, this is my project, this is the songs I write, this is the project. And not going in compromise with it either. She's just really doing what she's doing. So it's a kind of a dream story about it, that you have this woman sending the songs, and suddenly it's just, woof, there it is. And then the dream comes true somehow.
I love Eurovision Song Contest.
Ah, okay. Who are some of your favorites?
No, but it's like Carola Häggkvist, of course, the Swedish, when she sings Eternity, and the wind machine is like blowing her away, and her
Blowing
voice.
her away?
And it's Johnny Logan, it's Dylan Bilan from Russia, when the ice dancer comes around him. I just love that one. And also you have, of course, ABBA, and the Dana International, and the one with the beard and the dress.
Conchita?
Conchita. What would the ESC be without all these variety people who is like coming from the sideline and making it exciting? It would be totally boring.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Maybe the Hungry Hearts are next.
I hope so.
And speaking of which, when we do these interviews, our readers always ask, can the artist sing a little bit of their song
Yes, this one can.
on the spot?
She could have been I get so nervous when I didn't reckon that. What part do you want to hear then?
Whatever speaks to you.
Hearts on fire, burning with this sad desire. And
The Untergang is jetzt. The Untergang is here. My life is sadness. My life is madness.
Amazing. And a final question for each of you. Do you have a message for all of your new fans and your new followers on our website, wiwibloggs?
Yes. Stay crazy. Stay Laika. Stay with us.
that said it all.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I think I can't manage that. I think I'll just sign that one. You know, it's we just hope people listen to it and vote with their hearts, kind of. So if you like it, you should vote it, and if you believe in the song, you know what to do. And if not, you should vote something else.
If you believe in the Hungry Hearts, you can vote for them in the final of Norway's Melodi Grand Prix. All of you in Norway need to pick up the phone, send that text. They would appreciate it. And so would I. I love them. You guys, thank you so much. Tusen tack.
Varsågod.
Likewise, varsågod.
You're clever.